So regarding that one, see what is connectivity. Now observe the definition of the connectivity. Connectivity in a graph. A path is a sequence of edges that begins at a vertex of undirected graph and travels from vertex to vertex along the edges of the graph. So this is called as the path. Now as the path travels along its edges, it visits the vertices along this path. So that is the end points of these edges, or you can say another what a path of long n. So we will denote a path generally with length n. From U to V in G, U and V are vertices in G, is a sequence of n edges, E1, E2, so and so for En of G. That means E1, E2, so and so for En are edges in the graph G. So we have to travel from these edges only. So for which there exists a sequence, we will take for example x0 or u from x1, x2, so and so forth, like that xn minus 1, and the last vertex is v or nothing but xn. So of vertices such that the graph is simple, we denote this path by x0, x1, so and so for xn by its vertex sequence. Will denote the path by vertices, so which are visiting through some edges. That is called as a path. Now we'll go to further definition of a circuit. A path is a circuit. A path is a circuit if it begins and ends at the same vertex. That is, if u is equal to v and has the length greater than 0. Length greater than 0 is called a circuit. In a circuit is similar to path, but in the circuit starting and end points are equal. Now a path or circuit is called a simple path or simple circuit. When we will call a simple path and simple circuit, if it does not contain the same edge more than once. So in a simple one, the edges cannot be repeated more than once. If it is repeated, then it cannot be simple. So in a simple path or circuit, the edges must be only once we have to visit. Now, a path of length 0 consists of a single vertex only. Length 0 means we cannot visit any edge. That is called as only single vertex we will visit. So that is called as a path of length 0. Now see the example here. Besides a graph is given, G is a simple graph. Now observe the edges and vertices A, B, C, D, E, F given, and so many edges are given. This is non-directed graph. And observe first one. Here we are writing some vertices A, D, C, F, E. Okay, so A, D, C, F, E. Now observe A to D, there is an edge. Next, from D to C, there is an edge. Then C to F, there is an edge. And again F to E, there is an edge. That means this sequence of vertices, observe, are connected through edges. Okay, now from A to E we are traveling, okay, through all these vertices and passing through some edges. Is a simple path of length 4, because between these vertices we have visited 4 edges. That's why this is called as length 4, path of length 4. Now observe, within the brackets given A comma D, that is an edge, and D comma C is an edge, and C comma F is an edge, and F comma E is an edge. So how many edges are visited here? 4. That's why this path is called as length 4. And the next example, see here, DECA. Observe, DECA is not a path. Why? Because D to E there is an edge, but E to C there is no edge, direct edge there is no. So that's why we cannot call it as a path. If we are writing some vertices in a sequence, the edges should be connected through between those vertices. So in this path, in this sequence of vertices E to C, there is no edge. That's why this is not called a path. Now observe third example, BCFEB. BCFEB. Now observe, is a circuit of length 4. Observe this one clearly. B to C, edge is there, C to F is there, F to E is there, again E to B is there. Now this is a path and end points are same. Okay, observe that one. If end points are same in a path, we will call it as a circuit. See the definition of a circuit. Okay, and of course edges cannot be repeated here. And the next one, fourth one, ABED AB. Observe, ABED AB is a path of length 5, but not a simple path. It contains the edge A comma B twice. Now observe, this is not a simple path and simple circuit. Okay, so why? Because the edge A comma B is repeated twice here, so that's why it is not called as simple. So in a simple path or simple circuit, edges cannot be repeated more than once. Now note, find the paths and circuits in acquaintanceship graph and in collaboration graph. Already given what is acquaintance and collaboration graph, so that is called as the, you have to find out the paths and circuits in that one, how many paths are there, or if you just find out one path or one circuit in that one. Now this is the page number 12. Now next we will go for back side of page 12. Now connected. Now observe, what is the definition, actual definition of connected graph. An undirected graph is called connected if there is a path between every pair of distinct vertices of the graph. An undirected graph is disconnected when we remove vertices or edges or both from a connected graph. Now observe here, two graphs are given, G1 and G2. In G1, observe, if you take any two pair of vertices, A, B, A, C, like that, A, F, A, G, A, E, okay, D, D, C, like that, you can take any two pair of vertices. Now observe, between those two pairs, there is a path. Observe, you consider any two pair. You can consider any two pairs of vertices. Now there is a edge, there is a path. So that's why this graph G1 is connected. Now observe in G2, how many vertices are there in G2 here? A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so how many vertices are there? 6 vertices are there. Observe, if you take for example B and E, these two are vertices. Now observe, is there any path between B and E? No, because B and E are not connected, okay, are not have a path. So that's why this graph is not connected, we will say. Okay, so that is the example for this one. You can take BD also. So BD has no path. So that's why G2 is not a connected graph. Now we can say here these two individual graphs are components of the graph. Now see in the next one, connected component, H2 and H3. Okay, so individually given in a circle. So these two are individual components, of course, making all these components as a graph G. Now connected components. Observe this one. A graph G is connected, has two or more connected components that are disjoint and have G as their union. Okay, now the total G graph has taken here H1, H2 and H3. Of course, these are connected components. Now the removal of a vertex and all incident edges from a graph produce a subgraph. Such a vertex is called as cut vertex. Cut vertex is nothing but we have to remove a vertex from the given graph. That vertex is called as cut vertex. Of course, removing the vertex means we can remove the edges also on that particular edges incidenting on that particular vertex. G you can call. Now observe in this graph G1. For example, if you see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H vertices are there, just you observe C, E, that is an edge. Now if you remove that edge, what happens? Simply if you remove that edge, what happens? You observe then a disjoint subgraphs will be or components you will get. Okay, so this edge is called as a cut edge or bridge we can call. Okay, so you know bridge means what is the meaning of that one? We can join two individual places. Similarly, individual components we are joining with that edge. So that's why called it as a bridge, or here in our notation we will call it as a cut edge. You know, in example G1 is given, BC and are cut vertices. BC also a cut vertices, BC and E. Okay, so you can remove these vertices. Of course, the edges incident on BCE. Then observe the cut edge is here C comma E. So removing this, disconnecting G1. Okay, thank you.